Hi, my name is Luz Phipps, and I'm here today because I want to share with you some of the things that I'm doing with my journey with my spiritual journey that I have started 12 years ago. And I would like to see if I can find somebody out there that is also is kind of in this path of finding himself or herself, and is doing it through, spirituality. So I've been reading a lot of mystics, like for instance, nowadays I'm reading Caroline May's The Secret Contract. I've been reading this as well as listening to some of her workshops and lecturing that she has online, and it has been very helpful, especially learning about the archetypes, about the archetypes and how all different one, and how can we, by studying those type of archetypes, we can kind of identify and know more about ourselves. So I have taken this journey, as I said, 12 years ago, and I'm very glad that I have done it, because my life has changed in so many ways, because through my meditation, practicing mindfulness also, and just pretty much trying to live a peaceful life, and trying to live a life of service and kindness, with anybody that I encounter. That has really helped me, and I'm trying to see if I can, through doing this, sharing my story and my experience about my beginning of this journey on my journey of gratitude with Phipps. So I would like to see if anybody out there is going through the same thing, would like to contact me, and also email me, which I'm going to be putting my email there. And see if we can, exchange ideas and maybe suggestion, on how some of you have been going through this, and what kind of thing you have been using, and what kind of thing have you been doing to kind of accelerate the process and kind of become better at this. I know that this is a lifelong journey. I mean, that's how I'm taking it, So I am also reading Judith Orloff. She's a medical student. Emotional freedom. I find this book very helpful. Through my journey of wanting to know myself through spirituality, I can say that I have been kind of excavating my inner self, and going deeper, and even now asking about my beginning, because my history of how I was brought up by my grandparents, and then I had to go with my father at 12 years old, and then after that I had to go to my aunt. I was kind of I was living in different places, and also so I consider myself a loner. Okay, I kind of couldn't establish identity of things, because I had to be in different places, because I was the only daughter from my mother, because she had to be traveling, and then I guess she had to be leaving me with some family and people, so that I always was kind of, I didn't know from where I was coming, where I was going because of that. But I guess I developed that kind of enjoying solitude, you can say, you know. But, and then I guess that's why I have gravitated to reading a lot, to kind of lose myself into reading all kinds of things. And I guess that's why I had developed this fascination for reading. That reading for me is like breathing. I cannot eat without being engaged. Reading, you know, a piece of writing, you know, all I have to be doing that. Nowadays, as I said earlier, you know, reading, you know, Caroline Mays, as well as Dr. Orloff, Judith Orloff. I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce her last name. You know, and reading about all kinds of things, that sustains me. That kind of gives me life. I mean, when I get up in the morning, the first thing that I do is just meditate, and then I will have my books that I have to be doing my set of reading, you know, because I can be reading even 2 books at the same time. I'm talking about reading at the same time, meaning that I will be reading one, and then if I kind of get tired of rid of the other, so I start reading that, and then I take the other. I have the ability to do that. So I also listen a lot of books on CD, you know, especially here on YouTube, you know, the facility that you have, that you can be listening to any books there. That for me, that's like heaven, you know, because I really love that. So about poetry, oh my goodness, I mean, it's amazing. I have here, for instance, I have my literary mother, and her name is Dr. Angelou. I adore this lady. So I have read this one many years ago. Let me see if I can this way, yes. I know why the caged bird sings. I have read this one many times, and I have seen the movie with Robert Williams, fantastic movie. And then her complete poetry. I love poetry also. So as I say, I just want to, you know, to try to see if anybody can reach out so that we can exchange, you know, poetry, you know, talking about activity regarding, you know, continue to develop my spirituality with people like-minded like me. I don't have a lot of friends. You know, not everybody around my circle of friends like much the activity that I like, which is, you know, being lost, reading books, and being on that work. Kind of, for some people, it's kind of boring, but this is what I love to do. But I'm pretty sure that out there will be some people. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there that are also fascinated by this kind of hobby, you know, reading about different type of things. So another book that I'm reading by this Indian doctor, Dr. Atul Gawande. This is an Indian doctor. Complications. His name is Atul Gawande. Complication. He's a surgeon, and I like his books because he really is kind of educating us as patients on how we have to be kind of proactive. When we go to the hospital, you know, that there's a lot of things that is done there that we are not even aware, you know, that they don't tell us. You know, for instance, when they're going to be doing surgery, that sometimes, you know, they having, you know, a student there practicing with you, and you don't know. They make a lot of mistakes, and you only kind of find out, oh my God, I'm having this thing, and why it can be responsible for that. So he's kind of teaching us that we have to be proactive, that he have brought to the light a lot of things, and due to his writing, he's kind of being an advocate for a lot of things that happen, in the surgery room, the medical, system. He had kind of indirectly have been helping for that thing to change. He also had this other book, Being Mortal. This one he really had to go deep, because I think his father also passed, and he had to be going through the process of seeing his father diminishing and deteriorating. I think he developed a brain tumor or something, and they had to operate him, and he was a surgeon himself. So can you imagine that? So, but he's kind of showing the human side, of the humanness and the connection, and the thing that now the physicians have to develop, because they are not taught this kind of thing, to be empathic, for the human condition, that they become mechanical. So that's why I'm kind of fascinated to read about this kind of thing, so that I can knowledge myself, and eventually I can talk more about this. But as I say, I just recently have picked these two books, because after I have my surgery, I have some little incident at the hospital, and some complication also with my surgery too. So now, talking about complications, so I have one too. So that I'm still kind of trying to see if my doctor, fix it, But anyway, so we have to educate ourselves, we have to be proactive as, as patients, and, not to just go and take a physician word for it. Like when they tell you that you have a condition or something, you should kind of maybe look for a second or even sometimes third opinion. Because just because a doctor said or diagnose you with something, you should look for opinion for yourself, and then you kind of decide after you have all your information, and then you take upon doing that. So I think that as a matter of fact, now I'm considering that I'm going to become a medical intuitive. Since I think I have that sense of reading people's emotions and things, and I can see a lot of things, without even they telling me. So I think I'm exploring now to go in that field, becoming a medical intuitive. That's why I'm reading Dr. Judith Orloff, she's a medical intuitive, as well as the mystic Caroline Mays. So all those ladies, so I'm trying to learn from the master, so what a better way to do it, right? So that's what I've been doing also of late. So I'm kind of recovering from my surgery, because I have a very inquisitive mind, and I just cannot be wasting time looking to the ceiling. I really always had to be engaged with some piece of reading, so that's why I like to always be stimulating my mind, things like that. So I just hope, that anybody out there, would like to share, her experience about, his or her love for books. If anybody does, because as I say, I wish that, I suggest you, please, contact me, email me, or, leave any comment there, because I'm going to publish this video in a short while. And as I say, I'm just kind of trying to to build a community of people like-minded like me that wanted to share and talk about issues about, spirituality and other things, can talk about relationships, emotions, feelings, and all that kind of thing, I am a counselor, I've been doing counseling for 13 years, and I think that I can be of help to anybody there, I can listen a lot, I am very good service, so if anybody want to be listening to and talk about anything, so leave a comment, and I can assist you with some of my divine wisdom that I have been able to accumulate through my passion of reading, about all sorts of things. So, okay, I just wanted to just share this with you today. So in my next video, I think that I'm going to be maybe reading some poetry, so that the same thing, if anybody out there like poetry and things like that, so we can gather, we can exchange, poets, like Emily Dickinson, Elizabeth Browning. I love her. So, in fact, that's the one that I'm going to be reading. One of her poems. Say, "Why I Love Thee." I took some of the stands from that poem, and I wrote a poem for Oprah Winfrey. Yeah, that one day, I'm going to show it to her. So, hey, Oprah Winfrey. I'm not trying to ingratiate myself to you, rather, I'm just kind of genuinely and kindly telling you my appreciation and my love for you that I have had for many, many years, and also because I admire you for being such a remarkable human being that you have helped us women so much, with all the things that you've been kind of imparting in your show that you did it for 25 years, now you're doing which I followed also. Anyway, so, and it says Golden, whenever I'm doing my video, I have to mention you. I returned 3 of your books earlier today, the Purple Cow, the Deep, and the Dead, and the Lynchpin. So, yes, I read those books. And now I'm going to continue listening the rest that you have here on YouTube, and continue to follow you, because you are a great human being that I respect and I admire, because you have so much that you're giving us also here, by just posting all of those material that you just kind of continue putting in also, and also reading your blog, that I also go and do that too. So I thank you very much, and I'm going to be doing that too, Mr. Gordon. Yes, I'm going to be join you. I know I am very shy. But I know I'm gonna do it. It's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. So as I say, I'm just playing there. I had jumped in the carousel. Remember that saying that you were saying in Maria Folio, when you were interviewed like a month ago about people waiting to get better at this, for them to improve this and that and the other, and you say, hey, get just on the damn horse, jump there. So I had jumped on the horse. Yes, I didn't. Mr. God, I love you, because thanks to you, I have propelled myself to start doing this. You see, just starting, I just want to play and just kind of see how it feels. So, and I know I'm going to get better. I don't know what's going to come out of this, but so something will, right? At least I had jumped. I had gotten stuck on the horse. Oh my goodness. But anyway, so I thank you very much, and I just want to appreciate anybody that watch this video and find something on it. I know that maybe it's not that important, but I think I have something to say, something to share. That's the reason why I am taking this opportunity to utilize this medium of the internet and YouTube to express my ideas. And I know Mr. Golden. I'm going to be writing my blog now. That's what I'm going to do. Be writing about different things also. Okay? Thank you very much. Good night. Until next time. This is Luz and Phipps on a journey of gratitude with LP. Thank you. Bye.